this in here. So that's 15, that's 18. Right. Not that anybody would be on at this hour, but it's always good to so go to browser, go to switch accounts, which my views are already down. After all that hard work I put into getting it to almost 150, it's ridiculous. Anyway, let's go to the channel. I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing this. This is like way too much. Because this is supposed to be about my life, sharing real life's problems. But if I'm doing live stream talking about Nintendo and all other stuff, I don't know if that's even appropriate. I don't know if that's even appropriate. I'll just make these. Okay. More than likely. So, yeah, we're gonna need that. Alright, we're gonna move this here. And yeah, let's go. It's going. We don't do super chats. You gotta get 100 subscribers to do that. So I can't really do super chats. Alright, let's do this. Okay, we're gonna add that all to that. Two little things. Get some people in here. This is not really the effective way to do this. This is not really the effective way to do this, but yeah. Job market 2026. Price. Alright. Hello there, Andrew. How you doing? Let's see. Put it on basic. And yeah, put it on straight. But use the basic would be better. Let's see. Hey there, what's going on? It's thanks for the like, thanks for the love. I will get on with the stream in just a few minutes. Okay. I will get on with the stream in just a few minutes. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of a little wonky. I don't know why they got it like this. Okay. I will get on with the stream in just a few minutes. Because we have a lot to talk about and a lot of news that I have found out. Hey there, Isra. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but how you doing? Where you guys are from? Let me know in the comments. Okay, the strongest picks. Okay, let's do this. Okay. So what I'll need to do is I think I'm gonna do the same thing on the live stream. Hmm, that's strange. I can't find the title that I. That is very strange. That is very strange. Okay, here we go. That is very strange, and I didn't change chats. Okay. Let's see. Actually, I got an idea. Save this for now. Save that for now. And I'm gonna add quitting YouTube in there. Mm. What's up? Okay. Grant gendered gender. What do you mean? Is that your name? Easy. I'm a little confused. Anyway, it's gone now, so doesn't matter. Random comments. Random comments. Didn't really make any sense, but okay. Okay, so that means oops. Hey, what's going on, Doge? How you doing? Nothing much. Just woke up, had some things I needed to do, and I'm back on live. Been kind of busy this week. The pastor watches with greedy eyes as the gold collection plate moves through the pews, fueled by his promise that giving money is the only way to solve one's demon. The rhythm. Okay, let me see. Only way I could do this. May have to do something right quick so you guys. Hello there, television. Thanks for checking in. Nice to meet you. Okay, let me see if I can. Here I am. Alright, let's see. Alright, no more. Okay. And the camera. Alright. We need to do something about the background here. We need to change it to something else. Choose. Okay, I'll choose this. And I'm gonna bring this camera up because I need to run on some. We need to talk about this because this is absolutely ridiculous and it needs to be talked about because this is absolutely ridiculous and it needs to be talked about. And normally I don't really start out a channel talking about these sort of things. It's usually about my experience, about my life. However, I decided since I'm only just going live, it'd be better if I talk about this. I'm pretty sure that there are other content creators that are already talking about this. However, I figured that, this would be a good time to talk about something to kind of get a little break from my experiences. Um, but if I must say, my new job is going great. Yes. Hello there, Shira. I remember you. How you doing? Um, I'm working at a grocery store now, at retail. I don't really like working retail, but the people were nice. You know, so far the job is okay. I'm not giving my hopes up just yet because, every job I've been in, it went from everything is going great to just down the rabbit hole. Um, Technically everything has been going pretty well so far with my new job. I'm only working 4 days a week, so I have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off because I'm working 4 days, but I'm off 3 days. And I have a second job that I was gonna write, but at the same time, not really sure if I want to do two jobs again like I did the last time because that literally drained me. And plus, I wanted to make some money where it's not draining, where I can just do something and still have enough energy to do content and to do other things, which explains why I haven't been going live for quite some time. All right, let me see. Let me get set up here right quick because I'm also going to be going live horizontally as well as vertically. So give me a second to get this sorted out. Get rid of this. We're not doing scheduling. Okay, and I'm gonna do this too. We're gonna keep live. And let's see, we're going to. Okay, so if you guys want to join me in the vertical live stream, the horizontal, um, hey, what's going on? William is the best. I don't know who William is, but it's nice to meet you, Charles. And what I'm going to do is, um, okay, we're going to talk people and blogs. And let's see, I need to, seems to pick, yeah, yeah, it is. Okay, let's see here. What was I gonna do? Oh, okay. So, uh, give a okay. Hmm. Okay, okay, okay. Here we go. All right, let's see here. We need to do something about it. The boys. All right, so we got that set up, and I need to get this camera set up. Window capture. Let's see, what do we have here? The preview. We get the preview thing. Hmm. Okay, we need to start with preview if I can find it. There we go. And I'm gonna try to hold on to as best as I can here. I'm gonna try my best not to really rage quit if I can help it. Alright. And I'm gonna try and hold everything that I have together. I can't make any promises, but we're going to be things are going to get serious. So, gonna be on stream all day. So if you oops, I almost forgot. Yes. Oops. I almost forgot. I gotta switch to oh that's good. I gotta delete that. Okay. Alright. So we start here. Okay. That's we're going to be going into I literally forgot. I literally forgot to okay, so let's do this again. Search name and okay, that's gonna be that. We are going to be using this. Okay, let me just put the keywords in there too. And we're going to scroll all the way down in this lesson. Okay, I think the third. Okay. All right, give me a second, guys. I gotta get all this set up. because my phone won't let me do it. So it'll let me do it on the computer a little bit better. Okay. We don't need to do that. Create broadcasting. In 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, there we go. So we're going to talk about this. Well, hello there, LPE. Nice to meet you. And I don't speak Russian, although I could learn it, but I don't think America is the best place to learn another language other than English. Do you understand Arabic? Um, Not really, no. I've never I've never practiced Arabic before. Um, all right. So I just started a vertical, I mean not a vertical. I just started a horizontal live stream. So if you guys want to join me on that, you can. There's two live streams that are happening right now. There is um there's vertical, which is the mobile, and there's also horizontal, and it's gonna say live at the first of it, and it's gonna have like that red dot emoji on the title. You click that one. That one is me horizontal live. Okay. If you're clicking the other one without the red dot, then that's the one where I'm vertical on the mobile app of YouTube. All right. The one with no dot is vertical, which is me. The one with the red dot is horizontal. I can't really say I don't love or love Israel. I mean, I don't know. Never really been to Israel. I never met anyone that's from Israel, so I don't know. I've heard some things happening over there, but um I don't really know much about Israel. Um the only countries I know a little bit more knowledgeable about is Asia. I don't really know much about Russia or other European countries, so I don't know. But if you care to enlighten me on some knowledge about European countries, I'd be willing to hear it. You look 10 and 30 at the same time. Oh, well, that's interesting, Con. That is very interesting. I'm not sure what flag that is. I'm not sure what flag that is. LPE. um, I do like to meet different people from different countries, from different walks of life. I do plan on traveling one day. Traveling the world always broadens your horizons and it increases and expands your knowledge on things. And I truly believe that. Like I said before, guys, if you guys want to see me horizontal live, I got two live streams going on. I got one vertical and one horizontal. So if you guys want to check me out horizontally, click the video with the red dot in the title, the red circle or red dot. The one without the red dot, it's vertical. The ones with the red dot is horizontal. And that's when you'll see me, the background, everything else. Actually, no, 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 no. Quit. I was gonna do a prank today, but I don't think this is gonna be the best time to do it right now. Um, so I'll probably do it on the next live stream. But right now, I'm gonna keep these, and we're going to go to um. Okay, let me see. Um. All right. So remember, the one with the red dot is horizontal. The one without the red dot in the title is vertical. Okay. All right. Okay. Still seem like anybody's online. Oh well. We're going to get to the bottom of this. We are going to. And let's see here. Oh, that video is going now. Might do another one real soon. Okay. I'm gonna turn this light off. Hopefully you guys can see me a lot better. Okay. Okay, that's about is. Let me do this. I know why it's doing that. Okay. Now you guys can see me a little bit better. Now, hello there, cat lover. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Cat lover, I am live on both platforms. I am vertical and horizontal. In my channel, there's two live streams going on. One with the red dot emoji in the title is me going vertical. Okay. The one without the red dot is me going horizontal. The one without, hold on for a second. Okay. The one with the red dot in my title is the one that I'm going horizontal. So if you want to check me horizontal to see what I got going on, you can go and check out with me there. Yeah, I've been pretty busy, cat lover. A lot of stuff coming up. And I just started my job, like just like the first week. And my other job, they still didn't pay me for the hours that I work. It's just funny how like a lot of these jobs don't pay you for the hours you work, and then it's like you're not getting any payments from them. It's just ridiculous. So, yeah, I don't know. Let me see here. Let me check something out here. All right, so I'm gonna get paid on Thursday, then that'll be I'm getting paid. Okay, so I'm working today, so I'll get paid next week. And then we got that. So it'll still be within the month, so it'll be all right. Anyway, so if you want to check me out horizontally, you can. Oh, hello there, cat lover and Doge. You guys are pretty quick. Oh man. Okay. I do not really like see I do not really like the way that I am in this, you know. So I'm gonna leave the lights on for now. Um that's what that you got a job. Yeah, I got a job. I'm working in retail. It's walking distance. So it's pretty nice. The people there seem to be great so far. I did have to deal with some customers that decided that they want to be difficult. Um, Other than that, everything's been pretty good. Everything's been pretty good. Okay, so now, um, I don't know if you guys can see this. I can't. Oh, I can't. Would it hurt if I? No, no, I can't do that. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see this, but oops, see, hold on. Okay. But as we can see right now, hold on for a second. Move this over here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but as we can see, so beginning on September 1, 2026, Nintendo of America will revise the MSRP of the Nintendo Switch 2 system in the US from $449.99 to $499.99. This is response to various changes in the market conditions, which are expected to extend over the medium to long term. Pricing for the Nintendo Switch system is not changing. Pricing for the Nintendo Switch 2 system in Latin America will share at a later, I think it says a later date. Hold on. Okay, I probably clipped out some of the parts of this. Okay. So we understand that price changes can be challenging for customers and deeply appreciate that continued enthusiasm for our fans for Nintendo products and experiences. Thank you for being part of the Nintendo family. Now, Nintendo, first of all, I don't understand why it's doing that. Okay, so, first of all, Nintendo has lost their damn minds. They have lost their minds. And usually, when I'm making videos, it's usually basically about my life experiences and things that I'm going through. But today, this has to be issued. This has to be talked about. There is no reason for Nintendo And we're gonna get to the next one. If you think Nintendo is bad, just wait till we get to the to Sony, PlayStation 4 or 5. But for right now, let's start with Nintendo first. Uh Nintendo for, actually before I even continue that, uh because this is something that we need to be discussing. And at the rate that it's going right now, it seems that both corporations in the gaming industry is starting to price people out of buying their systems. Just like America is pricing people out by increasing more and more prices to be as high as it can get. And it's pretty sad. So, with this in mind, with this in mind, um, this is really sad. The only reason that Nintendo is really increasing their prices, not that they really have to, they do it because they're trying to suck the life out of their fans, to squeeze whatever penny they can get. They even tried to sue the government into getting the money back that they had to pay in tariffs to get most of the gaming consoles across from different countries. And the reason why the prices also are going up is because they're trying to get more money to invest into more upgrades and more softwares for the consoles and also for the games that they're trying to release, but they can't do it without having the necessary finances to do so. So because they couldn't sue Nintendo. Hello there, Spacey. I am doing great. Just got back into live. I was tired yesterday, so I couldn't go live. It's nice to see you again. I am on the vertical stream, I mean horizontal stream, if you want to hang out and check me out. We're going over the Nintendo price hikes. And this is something a little different than what I usually do, but um, this is just something that I feel that needs to be talked about. And I'm pretty sure, like I said before, other content creators are talking about these sort of things. But this is a serious thing because what that tells me is if they're increasing the prices for the Nintendo Switch 2 consoles, which you already have the Super Mario Kart bundle that is like $500. So if they increase that along with the bundle, that means the bundle is going to be probably nearly around $600. And then they're going to increase the Nintendo Switch system up to $500, which is the regular. And the reason they're doing it is because they're folding towards their stock investors and shareholders. All corporations, they only care about their shareholders and stock investors. And they will do anything they can to keep their investors up, which has been going down to like 34% in the last couple of days or so. So their stock, and shareholders are not doing too well, and they're doing everything they can to get as much money as they can out of their fans because they need more money to compensate for the money that they spent on tariffs. Which I don't understand why Donald Trump even slapped the tariffs in the first place. Because you're just making this country more and more expensive, and it's like you're pricing people out of the country. What's the point of staying in America when, when everything is overpriced and people sit and they act as if like nothing is happening in this world? They don't care if the job market is high. Really hard to get a job because the job market is going through a crisis right now. They just think, oh, just simply just go get a job. They don't care if, you know, about the gas prices that are going up. Oh, just get a job and put gas in your car. But this right here, I don't even recommend people getting a Nintendo console at this point because they're gonna continue to do this as long as the tariffs are out and all these other different bills that's been put in place by Donald Trump. It's gonna get worse. And you think the gaming systems are gonna get worse now? I'm hearing rumors that there's going to be another gaming console that comes out. And if a new Nintendo gaming console comes out, just like other corporation gaming industry consoles, it's gonna be even higher than the consoles we have on the shelf. So now it's like this is the screenshot that I took when I was at work. I would work at retail. When I saw this particular note, I was listening to a YouTuber talk about this. He was arguing, he was complaining, arguing about Sony and Nintendo and their ridiculous pricing. So when I saw this, I said, you know what? The YouTuber that I saw a couple of days ago, a week ago, he was right. He was actually right. They're literally going through with this. Not to mention, you're already dealing with the high cost of living. Gas prices is going up ridiculously high. People are not even probably about 4 to 10 months behind on their car payment. Then they got to go get their car serviced. Then they got to pay their. It's like every time you look around, there's a bill they got to pay. The only people that probably can get that have that type of money is probably YouTubers who are already monetized and they're making millions and millions of dollars doing gaming walkthroughs. That's probably sitting at millions of subscribers at this point. But there's the overall majority that don't have the expenses and have the money to do these sort of things. It's sad. So what I can tell you guys is if you guys are planning on getting a Nintendo Switch too. Now, according to this document, they're not going to increase the prices on on the regular Nintendo systems, which is the OLED systems, I'm assuming. So, according to that, it stays the same. But the Nintendo Switch 2s are the ones that's going to be increasing the prices. Um, for what it's worth, I just don't recommend it. Now, if those of you out there that still want to get a Nintendo Switch 2, What I would suggest that you do is get it while you still can. Because when September 1st comes around, when September 1st comes around, um, the prices are going to change. Now, I'm doing the best that I can to not rage quit right now. And the fact that I haven't cussed throughout this entire video so far, I must be doing pretty good at this point. This this document that you see right here, it is absolutely ridiculous. And what's going to end up happening, and it's going to end up backfiring on a lot of people. They're going to be still be people that's going to probably end up trying to get a Nintendo Switch 2 anyway, rather if the prices go up now. But it's not going to be as many as it used to be. And the fact that they increase in the prices so high, it makes you wonder if they haven't increased the prices now when they first released the console, why didn't they do it now then instead of doing it now? Why all of a sudden now? They all of a sudden at the last minute they want to start to increase the prices. Knowing that the cost of living and the economy is expensive right now. Everything is going up in price. Groceries, gas, mortgage, house note, light bill, internet, everything is going up right now. It's like America is pricing people out of this country, which is why a lot of people are considering leaving America because America's just not the place to live at anymore. You know, for people who actually are making money, for people who are actually, you know, thriving and they got money like that, hey, more power to you. But there are people out there that do not have the money, not even their own jobs can keep up with the cost of living. And you have to wait for a whole full 2 weeks of hours in total just to get two paychecks just to pay something. It's ridiculous. It is shameful and it's ridiculous. Now, only thing I can tell you, if you guys still insist on wanting to get a Nintendo Switch 2 console, according to this document right here, they will increase the price on September 1st. They already did it with Microsoft. They already did it with Sony, which we're going to get to next. After this one. I played Nintendo when I was a kid. I used to play Pokemon, Ninja Turtles, Sonic the Hedgehog, you know, all those other good games out there. If you're gonna get a Nintendo Switch 2, now would be the time to do so before they increase the prices to where you will never be able to afford it. See, $500 is about the same cost as a car payment, and it's not, the prices are never going down. They're going to continue to increase the price just like they're doing this year, and it's going to be even higher next year. And if they do decide to create a new console for Nintendo, the price is going to be twice as high than it was with the Nintendo Switch 2. So if you're going to get one, I suggest you get one now. I suggest you get one now. So I just wanted to put it out there for people who are thinking of getting a Nintendo Switch 2, wondering how much is the Nintendo Switch 2 console. Well, the Nintendo Switch 2 console is right now at the regular Nintendo Switch 2 is $449. If you're going to get the bundle with the Mario Kart World, that's going to be $500. When they increase the price $50 more, that's going to be up to five, six, almost pretty much $700. And the reason they're increasing the price, the truth about this, is because they are greedy. They are squeezing more money out of people. But they really didn't have to increase the price. They just did it because they're greedy and they want to squeeze every penny that they can get out of their fans. So they're basically using their fans for more money. Now I'm hearing that Nintendo don't even make money off their games. They make money off of accessories and other things, which it makes zero sense of why Nintendo will increase the console prices so high on these consoles if they're not making that much money from them. But it, like I said before, if you still want to get one, now would be the time. Because according to this document here, this document right here, in September the 1st, 2026, that's when they're going to start increasing the prices. I get it. If you don't have the money to get it out right now, that's understandable. However, for those that are insisting on trying to get a Nintendo Switch 2, now would be the time to get one before they increase the prices. Because when September 1st hits this year, that's it. So you might wanna you might wanna think about that. You might want to think about that. All right. Now, let's see here. So you guys might want to think about that. This is absolutely ridiculous. Now, I have a Nintendo Switch 2, as you guys can see here. Nintendo Switch 2 controller, which I need to charge this up, by the way. Me personally, I don't like to leave my controllers not uncharged. And the charger is different too. It's not like the one that you get with the regular. All right. Give me 1 second. Let me change something right quick. Mm, all right, let me see real quick. All right. All right. As you can see, we have Nintendo. I mean, not Nintendo, we have Sony. Okay. Change. Hold on for a second. Let me change this right quick. Mm, I'll see. Oops. Um, I'm gonna change this. Okay, and what about you? Okay, now, um, moving on. Now we're dealing with the PlayStation 5, which is Sony. You know, I remember a time where I used to, when I was playing Nintendo, I went from playing, I was skeptical and I wasn't really interested in playing with Sony. So I ended up getting a PlayStation. The first game I played was the PlayStation 1. And the PlayStation 1, I went from that to playing the PlayStation 2. Eventually, I ended up getting a PlayStation 2. I used to play on my sister in my sister's room. And then once I got my own room, I ended up getting a PlayStation 3. I bought that along with two other games. It was fun. It was great. I lost my I had I had I had the PlayStation 1, 2, 3, and now I got a four. Oh, I have one, two, three, four, and five. I got the fifth one right now, but I used to have a PlayStation 4 and 3. I lost it all in a car accident. Anyway, let's read this document here. Isabel Thomas, author of, I don't know, I guess this is kind of the vice president for global marketing. Isabel, so this must be a female that's doing all of this crap. They always increasing prices on everything. Don't even know what they're doing. Anyway, so with continued pressure in the global economy landscape, we've made the decision to increase the price of PS5 and PS5 Pro and PlayStation Portable Remote Player globally. We know that price changes impact our community, and after careful evaluation, this is like, this sounds like a rejection letter you get when you're applying for a job position. You notice they always use after carefully evaluation or after carefully making a decision. When they even use these phrases, you already know they're going to turn you down, right? So, um, you already know they're going to turn you down. Okay, after careful evaluation, we found this was very necessary to ensure we can continue delivering innovative, high quality gaming experience to players worldwide. The update recommended retail prices for PS5 consoles are effectively starting. Basically, they're going to start increasing the prices starting April the 2nd, which they've already done that. And PlayStation is already one step ahead of Nintendo. See, Sony has increased their prices a little bit earlier than Nintendo did. Ain't that something? 26 as follows. For all other territories, please check with your local retailer or direct PlayStation.com where it is available. Okay. All right. So, for those of you that live in the UK, you see this price down below? If you guys are planning on getting the PS Pro, if you guys are planning on getting that price, I don't know what the price was before it's changing to that, but yeah, it's quite expensive. And I'm assuming that's like 800, almost 900 pound, $900 in dollars, American money. Now, for people who live in America, in the US, as you can see in the document, it says the PlayStation Pro. I know most people get that because it has more than the original PlayStation 5 does. They've already increased the prices. Even a regular PlayStation 5 console used to be $400, but they increased it to $600. So you're basically paying almost $700 for a console if you add the taxes on with it. The digital is $600 on the dot. That's crazy, right? You're only just getting the regular, not the bundle. This is for the regular PlayStation 5 console. Now, if it's a bundle, it'll cost more than that. For those of you that are getting the PlayStation 5 Pro, well, guess what? You're going to be spending almost $1,000 for a console. which is probably the same amount of money that you're probably going to be paying for an Apple product. And what's going on? God, you mad fun. What's up? Um, for the most part, they've already increased their prices. And I don't really recommend buying a PlayStation console. I done bought a PlayStation 5 and hadn't played it in decades. I haven't even touched it in decades. Mostly I'm playing on my Nintendo Switch or PC. Because I got a Nintendo Switch, a Steam Deck, and I play my games on Steam. And what doesn't make any sense is they're expecting, Sony is expecting their fans to spend almost $900 for a gaming console, along with some of the other gaming console ridiculous prices. But then you're spending $100 more for a membership. Hey there, what's your deep question? What's your deep question? And make it quick, because I'm actually in the middle of something. And while you're answering that, I'm going to continue what I was doing. So, I don't know, guys. I just don't recommend it. That would be a chat GPT question, or something you probably should ask a scientist about that. Um, I'm not really sure. And blood boiling is for better life. Uh, not sure if I can answer that one. um, it varies from person to person. People have different uh people experience things differently than others. Are you insinuating like your energy drive or inner goo? What do you mean? Inner goo? Do you mean like energy or something else? Okay. It's nice to meet you. Okay. Okay. Um so as you get older, like me, I'm 35, 37 years old. And I used to eat a lot, and yet I never gained any weight when I was 18 in my youngest years, which is from 18 to 20. And as I got older, as you get older, your body changes. So right now, I'm 37 years old, and I used to eat a lot, but I don't eat as much as I used to anymore. Now, I'm not saying that that happens to everybody because, like I said, everybody's different. Just like me, I love spicy foods, not all the time, but I do. But the only problem is it messes with my stomach and it hurts. And when you're going to the bathroom and, that it doesn't come out very well. We're just gonna leave it at that. Um, but that's just me as I'm getting older. There are things that you normally can do as a child or as a teenager, When you get older, you can't do those things anymore. Like, jumping up stairs, running up the stairs, really fast or whatever. Can't do those things anymore when you get older. Um, as far as your energy, rather if it's in the bedroom or your energy in general, you still have a lot of energy. But the thing is you don't have as a lot of energy as you would be in your younger ages because you'll tire out easily. Or in some cases, depends on what you're doing, that requires a lot of energy. So, it just varies on the situation, and because everybody is different. When they get older, a lot of stuff that you normally can do, you don't normally do it anymore. Everybody's different. So it depends on the person, really. um, yeah. So what you don't want to do is you don't want to deal, you have to cut people off that are not, that are kind of hindering you from growth. Growth is like a tree. When you have a florist that's trying to cut the limbs on the tree so that the tree can grow big and strong, right? But it can't grow as long as it has dead leaves or dead limbs. So as you get older, you have to cut off those dead limbs, which means the people that you surround yourself with. Because if you're around people that are not supportive, that are not on the same things that you're trying to accomplish, that means that they are hindering your growth. Even when it comes to family, you have to cut them off. You have to cut them off. And when you cut them off, it could be family, friends, cousins, whatever. You have to cut them off. Not because you don't love them, not because, you hate them. It's because you have to cut yourself off from people that are not trying to reach the same goals that you're trying to reach. The only way you're going to grow is the only way you're going to grow. You got to keep people at arm's length and only be cautious of who you allow or associate with. If you're associating with people, for instance, that do drugs and they always talking about other people and downgrading them because they're not at a certain level that they think you should be on, you have to turn those people loose. Life is very short and people are energy draining. Now, I've gotten to the point I don't like being around people because people are energy draining. They don't speak the way they used to, and people, for the most part, are not friendly. So, as you get older, not sure how old you are now, but as you get older, that is something to consider. Any other questions? Okay, you're still young, but you're still young, but you're not as you're still in your early ages. But remember, as you age, you're not going to be as young as you used to be. And there are going to be you as you grow older, you'll start realizing this. I started realizing this. Okay. So, um, hello there, D Dust. What's up, man? Just Keep that in mind. It could be a girl that you're talking to. It could be family, cousins, friends, relatives, anybody. If they are hindering your growth and they're not on the same program that you're on, you have to cut them off. That's what I did. I had to cut my family off because they weren't supportive. They weren't trying to support me in what I wanted to do with my life that was going to make me successful. They were hindering my growth. So I had to cut them off. Not because I don't love them, it's because if I'm going to grow, I can't be around naysayers and people who are always negative all the time and doom and gloom and depressive, always trying to fear mongering you into not reaching your growth. Arguably, they think that's not fear mongering, but it is. Everyone's telling me I need a woman. Everyone thinks I work too hard, like I'm some poor little thing. Well, muscle guy, look, it's nothing wrong with being single, okay? The dating world in the US, I'm not sure if you're in the US or you're in another country, but the dating world now is as toxic as it has ever been in the history of this world. I see everyone supports the parts of me they like and talk shit about what they don't like. I understand what you're saying. The thing is like they only say good things about you, what that sounds like, because they do it when it benefits them. That's what you're saying. And then when they get to a point where they see that you're trying to they see that you're growing, they see that you're improving, but to their eyes, it's like, why are you doing this? And they don't like it. So they're going to talk down to you about what you're doing because they don't agree with something or because it's taboo to them. That's when they turn it down. And that's when they start talking shit about you, so to speak. What I have to say about that is do not concern yourself for what people are saying about you, for what people like and don't like. Because when it comes down to it, they're not living your life. You are living your life. And the thing is, when you're trying to succeed, when you're trying to get to a purpose, when you have a purpose to succeed and to do the things that your mind is set to, everybody's not going to be in agreement with you. Everybody is not going to be with you on your success. There are going to be people that's going to tear you down. They're going to put doubts in your mind. They're going to say things to keep you for not even reaching. What is that? Okay. I'm sorry, I got distracted. I was looking at something. They're going to say things to keep you from succeeding in your life. Mama gave me for smoking weed. I said, Mama, I don't hang with thugs. I work and study. Well, I would say I can't tell you what to do, but um weed is definitely not healthy for you and you should probably, not do so much of that. Um Spending time with your family is nice. Yeah, just if you I mean, it seems like you doing, you're trying to do something for yourself. You're trying to build your future. And this is the perfect time to start. You know, Start trying to invest in money. Start trying to make money work for you and not the other way around. And at age 26, it is the perfect time to start. You know, create you a side business or a side hustle. Do you have any skills that you're good at? Rather, if it's teaching people how to do something, it could be something simple like, you know, teaching people how to use AI if you're a tech person. Or you can do something like photo manipulation, where you can remove backgrounds from people's photos. You can do portraits using AI. You can, start a business doing ebooks, teaching people ways that they can survive. Or I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas out there. But, whatever your skill set is, build up on it. Or now, normally, I don't recommend people to start a YouTube channel because YouTube is pretty messed up. And the workers of YouTube, all the workers have gotten laid off. And now they're replacing it with Google Gemini. But starting a YouTube is also another way to get your business out there. So you can start on that. I just need time to relax and have time to myself, that's all. Besides, I'm saving up and I want to get out of here. I want to be an engineer. I have 1 year left. I'm nor a businessman. I'm an Uber, but pay is, yeah, I mean, like I said, I get it. Just, are you in college for engineering? Or are you in trade school for that? Either way, that's good. That's money that you can build and put towards your future. I'm gonna tell you something. It's nothing wrong with working a job. See, this is the reason I create this channel. It's for people like you that can come here and explain your problems and things that's going on. So I am very grateful that you came here to talk about these things, because I want people in the chat or people who are viewing this video can see what I've been going through so that people can talk about their experiences. I always encourage people, in the comments, because when I do videos talking about my everyday life, I always want to hear other people's experiences. And I do read comics. I do. Okay. So if you're in college and you said you got 1 more year left, are you associates or bachelor's degree? And also, don't worry about relationships and okay, how many years you got? Hmm. So the pay must not be good in Turkey then. Hmm. I heard it was affordable to live there. Here in America, everything is 500 times high. And usually a lot of Americans that are leaving America going to other places is usually because they're trying to get out of the US. Because the US and Donald Trump has priced everybody out of the country to the point where it's just ridiculously unaffordable to afford anything. So a lot of Americans are leaving America to go pursue other places where they can live. Now, I have heard that there are some countries that will literally pay them just to start a life here, start a life in their country. Now, I have seen countries or did some research about. I don't know which ones in particular, but um, I have heard and read some things about that. And my mother actually went to Turkey. I think she went there for she had an appointment to go to up there. I don't know what type of appointment it was, but she told me it was nice. You know, she told me it was really nice up there. Not sure what part of Turkey she was in, but she did say that it was pretty nice up there. Like I might pay a visit up there. Turkey, yeah. My mother, she is an RN registered nurse. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know if she went to Portugal. She probably did, I'm not sure. Um, she just told me that she went to Turkey, so she really didn't tell me what part she was at. She probably did, but I don't know. Maybe she forgot. Maybe she forgot seeing that one. Cream cake. Okay. So to answer your question, focus on yourself. Forget about the females. Forget about relationships because now I can't say the same in Turkey because I don't know how the women are there. I just know here in America, the women are terrible. They're overweight. They let themselves go. They're very obnoxious, toxic, and they got unrealistic expectations when it comes to relationships because half of these women don't know what they want. They just come up with these long Christmas lists of things like a child sitting in Santa's lap telling them a whole bunch of list of things that they want. Now, I would say focus on you, focus on getting yourself together because right now you want to put yourself in a better position growing up, you know. Once you get yourself in a better position, and then if you still want to pursue other things, you can. I will also encourage you to teach people, like, maybe you can sell course. Maybe you can, I don't suggest people starting a YouTube channel, but maybe you can do a YouTube channel teaching people of all the knowledge that you know about engineering, you know, something that people are looking for that is in high demand right now. For yeah, Luxembourg life can be good just for being skilled work. You can get, oh, that's not too bad. Euros without discounts. Oh, okay. That's not too bad. I might have to go visit. I'm not exactly an engineer, but it is exciting to go to a place new you never been before. So, mm, okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. That's pretty good, actually. That is like enough money that you can put back for your future, you know. But don't you need a certification though as an engineer? Because I know for IT, because I'm in school for IT right now, and I'm currently working on a bachelor's degree, which is going to take me probably between now and 2028. And the reason it's not going to take me 4 years because I already have the college credits that needed to compensate for those 4 years. So This degree is going to take me for 2 years to get. Any job paying anyone just because. Yeah, working on that bachelor's degree. That's what they're really looking for. I just finished my associate's degree. So now I'm working on my bachelor's degree. Um, so my main major is information technology and networking. Yes, IT networking. But I'm gonna be specializing in cloud computing for my bachelor's degree. And I am looking to find some work in another country. Um, rather if it's remote or hybrid or whatnot. I'm looking for something remote or hybrid, something that I can do on the computer, type up documents. That's the kind of position. Oh, God, I'm looking for. Excuse me. Cloud could be remote, definitely. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. In another country. I'm just still trying to figure out like which countries I can go to for that. So I'm kind of doing some research right now. Mm. Yeah, I know, right? uh, yes, it is. Yes, it's very different. A little bit different than Linux, to be honest. Because I worked with Linux and ice, grounding wires and some sort of isolation. I've done a whole lot of stuff. It was fun, but it was just a lot. Yep. So on to the PlayStation 5 situation. So according to this document, um, like I said, I don't recommend anyone getting a PlayStation 5. And when the next console comes out, which I'm hearing the PlayStation 6 console that comes out soon, I don't recommend getting that either. It's going to be even more higher than the PlayStation 5 consoles. And then especially if they come out with the Pro, that's going to be $50 higher than all the other systems. Not to mention you got to pay a membership just to be able to play online and all other accesses, perks that comes along with it depending on which membership you get. And if you want to play these games, Steam Valve is the company that is powered by Steam. I would suggest investing into them. They understand their customers. Even Xbox. Xbox has in, already increased the price. The Xbox Series X is about the same price, I think, as the electric version. All right. Yeah, brother. Nice talking to you. 2 a.m. I have work in the morning. All right. Miss. All right, Mus. Hey man, just take care of yourself. Remember what I told you, and have a good day. Anyway, so I'm just gonna tell you, like, these game systems, it's gonna get worse. The price is gonna get worse next year, along with everything else. I keep saying that. It's going to get worse next year. It is going to get worse and worse. Prices are going to continue to increase. It is going to get worse and worse and worse. It's not going to get any better. It's not going to get any better. But what I can say is that for those of you that do have money, I mean, I don't suggest wasting it on a gaming console, but I do highly suggest that you uh just focus on doing Steam. I have a Steam account as well. And I also have a Steam Deck. I have a Steam Deck. And when you buy a Steam Deck, it comes with the case as well. So I suggest getting this. This is a perfect handheld. Um, you can play it anywhere. And I would suggest this than buying a console. They even got a portable that's like $200. But the downside to that is it doesn't come with a charger or anything. But the downside is you have to use internet to be able to play any of the games or to play on it at all. It's not like the PlayStation Vita and the PlayStation Go. You have to literally have internet to be able to play on it at all. And it can't be internet from McDonald's. It can't be internet from Walmart. It has to be a permanent residence internet. It could be from the bit from like an office job or at your home. It can probably be from the library. That works. This is ridiculous. The games are going up in price. Not to mention, you have Destiny 2, that's still an ongoing game right now. The expansion passes are going up. Sony and Nintendo are milking every last one of their fans out of everything they can get out of them. It's sad. Now, I'm not going to tell you guys what to do with your money, but I suggest going to Steam. Steam is the best platform ever. They always got games at prices high, at prices cheaper. They always doing sales, early access, you know. And while we're on this subject, let's go to Steam for a second. I'm gonna go to Steam for a second if I can find it. If they even allow. Oh, it's got to be an app. Application capture. Here we go. Okay, I don't know. I don't think that works. Okay. I don't even think they even. I don't think they do it. Okay. So window capture. And they don't do Steam? Oh. I don't know. It might not work. That may not work. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, that doesn't work. Okay, so the Steam. Okay, that might be it. Give me a second, guys. Alright. Alright. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Okay. So, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. Okay. So here we got Steam. Okay. As you can see, they're always cutting prices off. You know, they got prices. They also have um a Steam Deck if you want to get one. Um, you can just see that's Valve. That's powered by Steam. You can get Steam, get support. I would recommend getting a job with them. But let's see. They got all kinds of stuff here. You know. And most of these games are affordable. Look, like for those of you that like Call of Duty, they took 67% off. See? They took 67% off. So instead of you paying $99, you're paying $40. Instead of you paying $59, you're paying this if you're just getting like, you know, I guess the regular version, the edition. I don't play Call of Duty anymore, so yeah. But anyway, so there's other games that have been released. There's Ark Survival. You know, there's a lot of games on here. As you can see, you know, they take 25% off price. So, you know, there are games that you can play. A lot of people play Stardew Valley, you know. I see that that's a pretty good game. You can get that for $7.49. You see? Like most of these games, and some of them are free that you can play, you know, like fishing games, and there's, you know, like Magic the Gathering. I love this game. It's free. I use it to play games on there. It's nice, you know. There's this Hades game. I was told that was pretty good. I thought about doing content on that, but I'm thinking, nah, I'm not gonna do gaming content just because they think it's gonna hit the margins. Okay, let me see. I got Ghost Recon. And okay, so And here, these are like all the games that I got. And then I think they got. Let me visit the. And then I'll visit the store page for some of these games. So like, um, so as you can see, like they didn't cut down the prices on these games, but the game is pretty old, you know. So, um, and then if you guys like games like this, um, they sometimes they do a discount on some of these games. Let's see, go back, and then there's other games too. Like they did, and I think you guys like Diablo, so Diablo is pretty nice. They also show you the DLCs. Like I ain't never got that one yet. So there's um we're gonna view the page here. So you can pretty much navigate, you know, if you don't know what category, you can go to category games. Um, if you want to do loot shooters, it'll take you to shooter games. Um, these are other games here. So those are loot shooter games. And look at these prices. You guys like Borderlands and Ducks and stuff like that. Now, if you like single player games, these are single players. Go to feature, these are like action animated type of games. For games if you guys like that kind of stuff. And I think these are games that are being played mostly in Japan because Japanese people don't play Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z and stuff like that. They play mostly games like this or games like that or just games that's just whatever game they can see that reaches out of the ordinary. Ooh, that looks interesting. That looks interesting. Dead Zone Road. So there's also, every once in a while you'll see a game that's pretty good. This one looks pretty good. It looks nice. And of course, they got Destiny 2. I don't recommend it because that game is breathtakingly tiring. I don't recommend playing that. Um, that's a game that is tiring. Destiny 2 Renegades. It's just making this game more and more difficult. Renegade. This might be a new DLC. See, look, Destiny 2 Renegades. That's like $40. Just imagine how much that would be for the PlayStation 5 console. It'd probably be double that price. This is crazy. Well, This should be something we can watch. Anyway, but like I said before, guys, you can get up here, you can check out the top sellers, you can see what games are going down, going up, what games are changing. It'll show you like the ratings of the game, what games is worth buying, and I know Arc Riders ain't doing too good. It's kind of mixed. It's not really, it's not really some. I bought the game, but I didn't really enjoy it that well. The ones that are in green are the ones that are pretty good to play on. But Elden Ring, see, let's check out Elden Ring. A lot of people have been playing that, and they haven't even gave any discounts. They got all these different games. I don't really see the point of playing any of these games since this Eric has it. I might think about getting this game just to kind of try it out if I ever get the money to do it. They also got the soundtrack, which this game is pretty impressive. And what is this down here? You get emojis and you get other stuff like, includes some achievements you can get. It's pretty much like Xbox, with the achievements you can get and all that stuff. Um, anyway, so like I said, guys, that wraps up for this one. And if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a comment about your frustration with the game prices. Hello there, guys. Hello there, Natalie. How you doing? How you doing? Hello there, Eric. Just let me know what you guys think. I think the prices are ridiculous, and it's not helping the situation. But it seems like because they couldn't, but it seems like they're trying to get as much money as they can to push out new games and new other stuff. But you guys let me know what you guys think in the comments. All right, this is Chaos here. Thank you guys for tuning in to my life story. And I will be doing some gameplay on TikTok. My TikTok is Cybermax Central. I'll leave the link. You can click the linkage down below, and my TikTok will be in the link below if you guys want to check me out over there. Anyway, you guys take care and have a nice day. All right. So, same for you guys. Have a nice day. And this will be it for my live stream. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the likes. And I'll see you guys next time.